What's going on, guys? Jimmy here, and today I'm bringing you the Godox LED1000D for daylight Mark II. They make them both in the daylight only version as well as the bicolor version, which essentially lets you change the color temperature of your light. Recently, I decided that I needed to finally buy some dedicated videography lights. I've been using natural light as best I could for a long time, and it's worked out just fine. But it's not really the easiest thing to use because, as we know, the sun moves throughout the sky. And so therefore, your lighting is constantly changing. I thought, hey, LEDs have been out for quite a while now, and the technology certainly has advanced past the point of all of them being extremely expensive. So I set out to look for what was out there. I found that there are very expensive options, over $1,000 for one light. And then there's the very affordable options, $250, $300 for one light. This Godox LED1000D Mark II light is just that. It's affordable. I think I paid on sale just under $300 for it, which seemed to be a pretty good deal, especially considering the CRI and the TLCI ratings that they had on the site. Those ratings were very high, and the only reason why I say that is because I'm comparing them to the ratings of other lights that cost many, many times more. The big name brands. And so, with a light that has the same or better color rendering index and costs about a quarter to less than that of the price, I felt like it was a pretty good option for me just to start out with. So, as I said, this light that's lighting me right now is the LED1000D. It's the daylight only version. And so far, in my very limited use of this light, I really like it. At the time of my research, I only found one other person on YouTube with one of these lights, although he had the bicolor version. And so essentially the difference there is that the LEDs are split up between the daytime versions and the tungsten color versions. That being said, that one video review was enough for me to go, okay, this light looks like it's pretty dang good. And so I bought it. I've used it only a handful of times on my other channel, which is called One Road. And so far I can tell you that this light is extremely powerful. I usually only have it at about 20%, maybe 25%, and right now it's at about 20%, and I feel like I'm getting blinded. Also, the skin tones seem to be very, very good. I chose a red shirt on purpose so you can see how this light reacts to the red shirt. Also, my skin colors, which you can see clearly, and the hat that I'm wearing, trying to give you a range of earth tones, skin tones, and colors like that. The intent of this video is to show you just what one of these LED1000D Mark II lights can do. I have that light lighting me right here, and I also have a small rim light off camera here to my right shoulder. Now, it's pretty self-explanatory that this LED panel light has only one color temperature, 5600K, which is exactly what I wanted because they do include a few diffusion filters. Right now, I have the clear diffusion filter installed. They also include a tungsten color and a blue color. The tungsten essentially turns the light a very yellow or tungsten color, and the blue obviously turns it blue. I haven't really had a chance to mess around with those because I just haven't needed to, but I did throw those filters in once, and yeah, they do their job. My main concern with my first LED light was that I wanted a soft light, I wanted a large light, I wanted an inexpensive light, and I wanted very high quality light. I didn't want to just buy any old light just because it was cheap. I wanted something that fit the bill. I wanted something cheap, of course, but also something that threw off a very high quality light. And so far, from what I've seen with my own eyes, and per the CRI and TLCI ratings, this light seems to throw off really good light. I haven't found anything weird with my skin tones. Right now, I'm filming on the original Sony a7S, and I did a custom white balance with a gray card. The custom white balance in the camera chose 5600K with 0 adjustments. So you tell me, comment below and let me know what you think of the light quality of this light. If you're like me and want to buy your very first LED video light, but you don't know where to start, Godox seems to be one of those affordable brands that still produces a good quality. I'm saying seems to be because this light, well, is my very first light and my very first light by Godox, but so far I'm liking what I'm seeing. They have, of course, many different styles of LED video lights or constant on LED lights, like the ML60, I think it's called, which is a very small bodied single source LED video light. However, you do need to attach a very large softbox to have it produce soft light. I chose the LED panel light because you really don't need to attach anything to it. You just simply turn it on and go, and because the footprint of the light is so large, it's naturally gonna be soft right out of the box. No need for a softbox. And it definitely saves a lot of space. This light right now is probably only about maybe 2 feet away from me. So if you need an LED light for a smaller space, this type of panel light is probably exactly what you need. There's no fans in it or anything like that that can turn on and ruin the audio of your video. And some of those smaller bodied single point light source LED lights, they do have fans. Now they've gotten very good and they're very quiet, but they do have fans that turn on and it may be audible in your audio. Well, that's enough of me talking about this light. Hopefully this gave you a really good idea of the performance of this affordable light by Godox. And if it did, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and check that description below for links and more information. I'm Jimmy, thanks for watching.